Hi friends, my name is Renee and I am a homeschool mom to two boys in 5th and 3rd grade. We are a 3rd generation homeschool family. My mom was homeschooled, then she homeschooled me, and now I'm homeschooling my boys. We have not always homeschooled though. There was a time where back when my oldest was in 3rd grade and my littlest was in 1st grade, so about 2 years ago, we enrolled them in school, traditional school, because I wanted a change. I was a stay-at-home mom all the way up to that point. I did the whole babies and diapers and, homemaking and all those things. That's what I grew up seeing my mom do. I was deep in the trenches of motherhood, and I wanted to try working and, just try something different, do something different. And so I did. I got a job and enrolled our kids in school. We first started off with a Montessori school. Really, the experience of the Montessori school wasn't bad. The kids actually enjoyed it pretty okay. We were happy with that experience. Everything changed when I had to move them to a public school. We had encountered some financial hardship and we couldn't sustain the tuition at the Montessori school. Full disclaimer, I have nothing against public schools. I went to public school for a few years as a child, between homeschooling, and public schools are great. We need them. Not everybody can or wants to homeschool, and that is absolutely okay. It is a great resource that we have in our country. I know kids who loved going to public school and they could never even imagine trying to homeschool. Like, they didn't want to. They loved their school. That's great. But just like homeschooling is not for everyone, public school is not for everyone. And we found out very quickly it was not for us. We had some issues. We had some issues with the school. Homework load was unbearable for our family. We like to have our free time in the evenings. We like to go out and have fun. My eldest son is extremely passionate about soccer. Like, he lives and breathes soccer. And one night I was putting him to bed. It was a school night. He just was teary-eyed and he just said, "Mommy, I think I have to quit soccer." And I was like, "What? Like, are you the same child? Quit soccer? What?" I was very taken, aback by that. I was like, "Why? Like, why do you want to quit soccer?" He goes, "Well, I don't want to quit soccer. I think I have to quit soccer." And I was like, "Okay, why?" And he responded with, "I'm falling behind on my homework and I'm not getting good grades because of it. And I have to pick, either I get good grades at school or I do soccer. I can't have both." And I was like, "Well, that's ridiculous. Like, he shouldn't have to pick between his soccer team. And they only practice twice a week, right? He shouldn't have to pick between a soccer team and school." So I decided, you know what, bud, hold on to that thought. I'm going to talk to your teacher. So I did, and he actually had 2 teachers. He has his homeroom teacher and his other teacher. And I talked to them both, and I said, "Hey, what's up with this homework load? He spends 1 to 2 hours every day after school doing homework, and he has soccer practice and he needs to have some playtime, and he's very overwhelmed and stressed. What can we do about this?" And they both pretty much gave me the same response, and that was Monday through Fridays for school, Saturday and Sundays for play. And I was like, no. He's 10. He's in 5th grade. He needs more than 2 days a week to play and pursue his passions. I'm not okay with this. And then on top of that, we were having issues with my littlest, my 3rd grader. He has pretty severe social anxiety. And, between us parents, me, my husband, and his therapist, we talked to the school about trying to put together some sort of accommodations for him. They told us they couldn't even look at his case until January. Granted, I talked to them about this, brought this to their attention, filled out all the necessary forms that I needed to in July, a month before school was supposed to start. And they said, we are so backed up, we're not even going to be able to look at his paperwork until January. I'm like, okay, what do we do between now and then? What do we do between August and January? And they didn't have an answer. They said, just bring him to school and we'll do our best. And that was the problem, was getting him to school. He missed a lot of school because of his anxiety attacks. I was getting truancy letters every week. Truancy letter after truancy letter after truancy letter. And I kept explaining to them, I need these accommodations for him. We need a plan. We need to talk. And they're like, we got an appointment for you in January. And I'm like, we can't wait till January. Do you guys hear that thunder? It's starting to storm outside. Anyways, I was like, no, we can't wait till January. So yeah, between all of that going on with my eldest son and my littlest, and I was missing homeschool. I'm gonna be completely honest with you. About a year after I started working and left the homemaking position that I was in and enrolled them in school, I started to really regret it. The whole dynamic of our family changed. We didn't have that same, just that tight-knit closeness that we had as a homeschool family, and I was missing it. I knew some things were going to change when I started working. I didn't realize how much was going to change. It kind of all at the same time, it all worked itself out. I decided I did not enjoy the career that I was in at the time. I quit my job and enrolled in college full-time. So I'm a full-time student right now with school, which I do all online, which works out great. And then I pulled the boys out of their public school back in September. I sent a letter to the school and was like, y'all, like, we're done. We're gonna go ahead and homeschool. So yeah, we're 2 months in and we are back to homeschooling, and I'm so happy. And the boys, when I told them, I sat them down on the couch after, me and their father had talked and we agreed on it. I was like, hey guys, this week's your last week of school. Starting Monday next week, we're gonna start homeschooling. And the look on their faces of relief, they were just like, are you serious? Are you serious, Mom? Are you joking with us? Is this a trick? And I was like, no, I'm not joking. This is not a trick. Yes, this is your last week of school. Next week, you're going to start homeschooling again. And, I'm just so grateful and so happy I'm able to, take that step back and, go back to my roots of, what I know and love and enjoy. Do I regret doing it in the first place? Working, starting my job and sending them to school? Yes and no. I do, in the sense of I feel like there was some unnecessary experiences that they had to go through that were not positive. They were negative experiences for them. I don't regret it in the sense of I tried something different. Our family tried something different, and we challenged ourselves. I don't regret that. Now that we are back to homeschooling, and I'm kind of used to stepping out of my comfort zone, going out and getting the job and everything, and trying to start up this new career, and enrolling in college really caused me to step out of my comfort zone and give me the courage that I needed to start this YouTube channel. And on YouTube, I see a lacking in secular homeschool content. There's not a whole lot. There are some wonderful YouTube channels that I follow of secular homeschool families and moms, and I eat those channels up. I've watched all their videos. There's not nearly as much as far as just like regular traditional homeschool, of the religious origins. There's tons of those, tons of content for those families. But the secular homeschool community, we're growing. It's becoming more and more normal, I guess you would say, for people to homeschool for non-religious reasons. I think really COVID is what launched the secular homeschool community forward. But I wanted to be another voice for that community. I want to add, my experiences and my perspective to the community that is growing. Because while yes, there's there are some great voices out there right now, there's not a lot of them, and so I just want to be one more, and hopefully be a good resource for everybody, for other moms and dads and homeschool families in general. If you found value in this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more content. I am fresh. I'm a fresh YouTube video person, homeschool mom. I have so many ideas and so many videos that I'm ready to make, and I'm excited. So I'm going to be rolling them out. My goal is 1 video a week to start. So yeah, subscribe to my channel if you want to see more. And then I also have a Facebook page at the Soto Schoolhouse. Up here, you can see it. At the Soto Schoolhouse. I will also have it linked in the description below. I'm working on Instagram, y'all. I'm struggling to figure it out. As soon as I have it up and running, I will have an Instagram. It's taking me a bit. Once I have it up and running, I'll let y'all know, and in future videos, I'll have links to my Instagram account. So yeah, thank you so much for taking the time to listen to my story, and I look forward to chatting with you guys more.